So in the last video, I talked about how to stop getting obsessed over one girl and how to become non-needy with the girl you like by not fantasizing about her and having all these thought patterns before you actually get to know her. And now I'm going to show you another way that you can become more non-needy and attractive, and that's through adopting certain mindsets and a certain type of lifestyle. So what's this all about? What I'm going to show you in this video is it's really about having a life that you feel good with. A life that makes you feel happy and fulfilled, regardless if you have a girl in your life or not. Like I mentioned before in a different video, this program is not about acting or pretending like you're non-needy. It's about actually having things going on in your life where you don't need her. And this is how you stop being so emotionally invested in what she thinks of you. Now, you may want and desire the girl that you like, but you don't need her. You don't need her approval for you to still feel good about yourself. And this positive lifestyle could come from having different friends, different interests, cool hobbies, and passions in your life. Think about this, like it's about investing in many different sources to sustain your happiness. See, what I see happen to a lot of guys is they put way too much of their happiness into one girl. Even a guy who manages to get a girlfriend, he becomes so dependent on that girlfriend for his happiness and for his fulfillment and for his good emotions that he actually starts to become unattractive to her. And this is usually when you see the girl dump him. I've seen this many times in my own life where I've seen guys who got girlfriends and then they stopped going out with their friends, they stopped doing the cool hobbies and interests they had, and they just start to spend all their time with the one girl. And they became so dependent on that one girl that she simply lost attraction. And then she dumped him. And then the guy was devastated for many months, even I've seen a couple years, so that's definitely not a situation you want to get into. Think about this like being an investor. No good investor just puts all his money into one company. If he did that, then if that one company went bankrupt, then he would be completely screwed. A good investor diversifies his investments. He puts a little bit of money into many different companies. That way, if one or two of the companies go bankrupt, he's still okay. And he doesn't get so anxious worrying about what's going to happen to one company. In the same way, if you can diversify and split up where in your life you get your happiness and your good emotions from, you won't be so affected by one girl's rejection. Or, if you get a girlfriend, you won't be so devastated by her dumping you. This is why it's so important. It's not just about getting a girlfriend. You also want to set up the relationship right. If you are emotionally dependent on the girl and you get her to be your girlfriend, then that's still probably going to be this type of unhealthy, clingy, and codependent relationship. I know if you've had little or no experience with girls before, then that might actually sound good. Maybe you think like you want a girl to become super attached to you. But trust me, when you're in that relationship and some girl is just way too clingy and attached to you, it's not a good feeling. Another way you can build non-neediness through your lifestyle is by treating yourself like you value yourself. This is about investing in yourself. I see a lot of guys who don't have much experience with girls who don't spend any time actually taking care of themselves. Maybe they just eat junk food all day, and they, play video games in their mom's basement, and they don't take care of their health or their appearance, and this is all sabotaging you if you do this. Think about how you would treat your child, or how you would treat a dog or a pet who you really cared about. Well, you'd probably make sure that the child's or dog's health and appearance was taken care of. You would treat that child or dog like you valued it. So in the same way, you have to do things that show yourself that you value yourself. By investing in yourself, you're actually building pillars. You're building life experiences to support the belief that I am a valuable person. This mindset is going to seep into all of your interactions with girls and with people in general. One simple way that you can do this is you can start to take better care of your fashion and your grooming. This doesn't mean that you have to become obsessed with fashion. You don't have to be perfect, but you just have to be good enough. The most important thing when it comes to fashion is you want to have a good fit. Don't wear clothes that are too baggy, unless, of course, you're in some kind of city where the gangster look is popular. But generally speaking, try to find clothes that fit your body. And don't pick anything that has really ugly patterns or is obviously out of style. And the reason why is because like attracts like. I noticed that couples usually dress pretty similar. So if you want to find a girl who takes care of her appearance and who has a decent fashion sense, then you have to go first and you have to take care of your fashion first. And when it comes to your grooming, you don't have to go overboard either. Get a haircut, make sure you take a shower at least once a day, keep yourself clean, cut your nails, etc., etc. Another way of structuring your lifestyle to become non-needy is being on your purpose. See, a big part of attraction is that contrast between your masculinity and the girl's femininity. And a big part of masculinity, of being a man, is having some greater goal, purpose, or direction in your life than your girlfriend. She doesn't want to be your top priority in life. And most girls would much rather join you in achieving your goal rather than you making her your top goal. Another reason why being on your purpose is so important is because women often test men. They'll test you in many different ways. Sometimes they test you when first meeting you by saying things that they think are going to throw you off. For example, one thing that a girl might say when you first meet her, if you're meeting her in a bar, is she might ask you, "Why are you talking to me?" or "Are you going to buy me a drink?" And the reason why she says this is often not because she's a bitch, but because she wants to test you for your emotional strength. She wants to see if you're going to be thrown off by what she said, by her remark. And even when you're in a relationship, your girlfriend will often test you by maybe throwing an emotional fit or acting a little bit crazy. And the reason why she does this, it's not because women are really crazy, but they often do this to test you again, because they need to find out if you have that emotional strength. And they're drawn to you having that emotional strength. So the thing is, if you don't have a higher purpose in your life outside of the girl, then you'll probably fail these tests. You'll become emotionally reactive, and she'll see that you care too much, and she'll lose attraction. If you're more interested in this idea of being on your purpose, then you should definitely check out an author called David Deida, who talks a lot about masculinity and femininity. Another mindset shift you can have to have a lifestyle that is more attractive and non-needy is making the shift from having a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. What do I mean by this? Well, a scarcity mindset is basically the belief that there's few opportunities in the world. And guys who have a scarcity mindset believe that they need to get this one girl. And if they miss this one girl, if they miss this chance, then they probably won't get another chance like it. On the other hand, having an abundance mindset means that you have the belief that you have many opportunities in your life, and that you believe that you're worthy of those opportunities. You believe that you're in a position of choice. When you have an abundance mindset, you don't get too stressed out or too worried about losing any one particular girl. Then women can sense this. They can sense that you don't need her, and it's very attractive. Having an abundance mindset is really having the ability to walk away. When you have this idea of abundance, that you could potentially meet many different girls that could be a great match for you, it allows you to set boundaries for how people should treat you. You're not going to just accept people walking over you. And you know that you can always walk away if the girl crosses one of your boundaries. So for example, if a girl doesn't return your interest, then you're not going to keep chasing her. You should have that boundary that if someone isn't showing interest back in you, then you're not going to waste your time on them. Or if a girl stops responding to your calls or your text messages, then you're not going to, keep going after her for weeks or months. The secret is you should never be a sure thing. The girl should get the sense that she could lose you if she doesn't treat you properly. Too much certainty kills attraction, both when you're first dating and even in a relationship. And here's a couple more examples of how you should have the ability to walk away. First of all, you should respect your own time. If you make plans with a girl and she doesn't show up for a date without letting you know that she's not going to show up, then you shouldn't continue to contact her. Another thing you should do is you should make a move, for example, go for a kiss, to find out if she really is interested in you. You shouldn't try to be her friend for months. Instead, find out if she's actually serious about you relatively quickly, and then she's basically forced to make her decision, or you find out that she's actually not interested because, she denies your kiss, and then you can move on. All of these behaviors communicate that you have choice and you have respect for yourself, so you're not going to waste time on girls who aren't really serious about dating you. And in the next video, I'll talk about how your thoughts about sexuality may also be sabotaging you and how to overcome neediness in this area.